Well, good day everybody. Welcome back here to Frozen Valley. We're here in City Skylines. We actually have, wait for it, a plan today. I'm not just going in and building whatever. I do have a plan set up for today. So this is big steps in the level of production in these videos. So be prepared, be excited. Today's fish of the day is going to be my dwarf neon rainbow fish. I have 4 of them. But I have one that's about 5 years old. I actually got him when I bought this tank like 3 years ago, and he was already basically in a full-size adult at that point. But we'll talk more about him later. So I'll give you guys a basic rundown of today's plan. Now, we seem to be running out of space on this island, and I think we're going to keep it kind of low density, really expensive residential right on this island, because it'll be nice. It'll be a really nice neighborhood set up right here. Right here, I'm planning on putting a university in the future, and it might extend over here, we'll see. And if it doesn't fill this space, we'll do a little bit of housing here and then a big park right along the here, and probably the same thing right here, another riverside park. But we're not doing that today, because if we look here in our unlocks, we get campus areas, which gives us trade schools. Now, I want to put the university on the main island, and I think the trade school is going to go right here, because I still want it to be right along the riverside, but I really want the university to be here. So to unlock that, we need about another 1,500 people. And my plan is to put a nice half clover leaf right here that leads into this area right here. Then it can extend this way in the future. And we're going to put a nice residential, commercial, industrial mix right here. But there's a lot of demand for residential right now. And obviously lots of footbridges across the river here so people can walk. And maybe a couple of bridges here to keep people from going all the way around and overloading this interchange here. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it, literally. For now, let's get started. This half clover is going to be right here. I've never built one, so I'm going to be watching a tutorial. And we're going to see if we can make it look nice. Okay, the basic layout of this interchange is all set up here. Took me like 45 minutes, but that's fine. Now I just gotta set up these lights and we can start setting up this neighborhood here. Now while the ends are straight, looks a lot nicer. We've extended some of these intersections. Now all I've gotta do is come in here with intersection marking tool, make this look really nice and pretty. And then that'll be it for this interchange. And we can actually start working on the city about an hour after I started working on this interchange. Okay, and after all that, this intersection is complete. That took forever, but I'm really proud of it. Look at this, these chevrons in here. All this is marked up. It looks really nice. I'm really proud of this. Now, this will be super efficient at getting cars off the highway into these neighborhoods, and I doubt it'll actually need all these lanes, but it's better to overbuild than underbuild, right? As you can see here, with this intersection, it's way underbuilt, but obviously the way our city is designed, it's worked fine. With most cities, that wouldn't work properly. Now I'm going to start laying out the roads. This area right here is going to be a pretty large neighborhood, and right around here is where the trades college is going to go. And we'll do probably a bunch of footpaths across, but I don't think I'll put much for road connections across here, because if I want to encourage obviously walking back and forth between the island and this mainland part here. Plus, I really want to see people use this intersection. I'll lay down a bunch of roads for the city to use here. Okay, and there we go. We've got all our roads set up here. We got a lot of space for parks. You'll see them come in as they do. So right away, before we get any people in here, we're going to set up some busing and some parks. So this will be a really attractive place to live. Okay, looks like we got oh, quite a few buses on this line. I think we need to lower that down. Okay, there's busing set up here. I'm gonna set up a park right here, a park right here, and a park right here. Okay, there we go. I'll start zoning it in now. Okay, this whole area is all set up for people to start moving in. Now we just gotta wait till we hit that next milestone, which is 1,500 more people. Hopefully they can do that in that area. And then we can set up our new campus, which I'm pretty excited about. Okay, if we look at our partial cloverleaf as people are all filling in here, barely any traffic at all. It's hardly been touched by the traffic, which is kind of awesome. Well, once this area is all filled in, this will be a really heavily trafficked interchange. So I figured may as well set it up right out the gate instead of putting in some dinky little overpass here. So this should serve us for basically the life of this whole area here. Now, people are starting to fill in these homes. The demand has started to go down a little bit, but we're making money as we go here, which is nice because we were getting pretty low. And I've put in these two little bridges here so people can walk across. But other than that, people are starting to fill in. Should have a bunch of new residents pretty soon. And would you look at that? We've finally started to overload this intersection, but I think I could almost fix this just by changing up the light timings. Let's see if that works. Okay, I do see a way I could solve this problem here, and that is with a asymmetrical road here, a 2-in-1, because most of our traffic is turning right here, and they can do that throughout pretty much every light. But if one car, this guy for example, is going straight, he holds up the whole line. So if I go back here and just give them another lane, that will severely decrease the amount of problems that we'll have there. There we go, just like that. There we go, little right-hand turning lane. Oh wait, they'll all go forward. And now there's 2 lanes for everything. And eventually I'll buy this square and I'll extend this back, and that should further help us with getting traffic into the city here. And I can also alter this light to make it so basically this light can always be turning right. Okay, we'll see if that solves our problem. See, this lane's just always turning right. And look at that. We've basically just cleaned out that entire spot there. What I would do, actually, I can't buy that. Once I can buy this spot here, I'll extend this all the way back because it does make a lot more sense. 2 lanes off, joining into one here, and then they can figure each other out. But now we're getting a backup here too. Which means we should probably just extend the time this light has. There we go. That cleared out quite a bit. Oh yeah. Okay, this is going to stop that backup, I'm pretty sure. It'll be almost back here now. The backup was there before with more traffic. Oh yeah. Okay, so it doesn't back up nearly as far now, and which means eventually it will clear itself. Okay, I'm going to let that intersection run for a bit, see how it clears itself, and then we'll come back, look at this one. Not even a hint of a backup. I kind of wish I had a intersection like that over here. So like I said, the trades college is going to go here, but I think we'll set up this neighborhood here too so we can keep expanding the amount of people in our city. Okay, we've got a little bit more place for them to expand yet, and they should keep coming out over here. I think as we're building this area, we should also look into putting down a couple public libraries. I think they're going to be quite important. There we go, the city now has 3 of them. So right now there's a major residential demand in the city. So I'm going to take our roads here and extend them up over here, bring them all around here, and we'll make a nice big residential district. Okay, I've created this extension up to here. Now I'm gonna lay out our park, a couple bus lines, and we'll get people coming in here. Okay, there we go. Robin Heights is all set up. We've got buses, we've got a couple parks. We've even got a little recycling center here, because this is gonna be a very eco-friendly part of town. We put it right beside the geothermal plant, which has just got connected to roads, so it's not very happy. And that should be able to push us over the limit here of 7,500 people. We can set up our campus. Okay, we'll let everyone start moving in here then. And there we go. We've reached the status of big town. Now we can finally start putting in our trade school, which is very exciting. It's going to be going right here. We're going to zone all this as campus area right here. That is going to be our trade school campus. Okay, that's all our roads set up for our nice little campus. Now we can start putting in some of our first buildings. And first off is the administration building. And look at that. The whole city's pumped about that. So we're going to put in a nice study hall for our students here. We're also going to have a little groundskeeping area, so they'll keep the campus all nice. Little book club for all those bookworms. I'm going to take out a pretty big loan because this will pay us back eventually. And now, once we have enough money, we can build a police academy and we can start getting people rolling into campus here. Now, the police academy is pretty large, so I think we're going to change up the roads a little bit. I thought I had them wide enough, but it appears not quite. Right there is where we can fit that rig in. There we go. We've got a police academy here, and this is Chester State College. All we will need now is a couple dorms, and this place will be nicely set up for our students to come and show up. And obviously we're going to offer some busing into campus. Okay, and that should have us pretty nicely set up here. We're going to set up a couple of walkways in this new area, and a couple more walkways here, of course, and we'll be pretty nicely set up now. Okay, so that college is given her. We've got tons of buses on this line now. Tons of buses coming back and forth to the university. Oh, dropping a bunch of people off. Lots of people walking into the college. Perfect. This is exactly what we wanted. Hardly any more vehicles are coming by because of the college, which is awesome. Oh yeah, and with that college, we also got another area to purchase. So we now have access to the final quarter of this island here, and all this space over here. So we've got a ton of space to work with now in the future. So in the next couple episodes, how long is it? With the next upgrade, we do get access to the train finally, which is going to be really great for keeping people off the roads. Along with monorails and such. I don't really think monorails are that effective. I think we'll just use trains. Monorails kind of seem like a little bit of a overexpensive, overused joke to me, but we can also get some higher density parks in place. People are complaining about the taxes. That's really too bad for them. Well, I think that's all we got time for today. We've done quite a bit today. We've built this little on-ramp onto the highway. We improved this intersection here to support way more people. We built this beautiful partial cloverleaf and did all this road marking to make it look really nice and fancy. We set up this entire neighborhood here, and we started our trades college, which right now has about 200 students, so it's a pretty small trades college, but we'll continue to build it up. But all in all, I would say that was a quite successful episode here in City Skylines. Now, more information on today's fish of the day, my dwarf neon rainbow fish. These rainbow fish are from some rivers in Indonesia. I've had this one for 3 years, and I'm pretty sure it's over 5 years old. It's quite an old one, and I've just given it 3 new friends, so they always like to hang out together. Because he's been by himself for about 3 years, just no one else in his species. So I figured it's about time we give him some friends, right? So he seems to be enjoying life in there with all his friends. I'm pretty sure, I can't remember, I have it written down somewhere, but I'm pretty sure his name is Gregory. He's a real gentleman, that's for sure. He's been around for a while. Really nice guy. But I really hope you enjoyed watching today's video. If you think it's worth your time, hit the subscribe button, please, because apparently if you tell people to do that, it increases your odds of people subscribing. But thank you very much for watching, and have yourself a wonderful day.